Okay, welcome to our Fit to Shine team meeting tonight, and we have our lovely guest speaker, Amanda Lohnas. She is part of Rayna Odell's downline, Team Supercharged, and she is a diamond coach. And she went emerald within 2 to 3 days, I think you said, and went diamond in 30 days. So she must have some really killer tips and tricks and things up her sleeve to share with us. And so I'm really excited to have her on with us, and I can't wait to hear what you've got for us. So take it away.
Okay. So I started as a Beachbody coach in April, and I originally started just doing the workouts so that I could get in shape for my wedding. And a girl I work with, she's like, oh, you should try the shakes too. Like, I think they'd be really good for you. And I was skeptical, and I did a ton of research, and I was like, all right, nothing bad is in this. So I'm like, all right, I'll get it. And then I'm like, well, at the same time, I can coach others because I'm also a physical therapist, so I was comfortable just jumping right in. So before I even had my challenge pack, I already started coaching. I was like talking to people right away. Samantha's page has like a ton of different tips on how to approach people, because that part of it wasn't like familiar with yet. But right away I said, I know it sounds crazy, but I said right away I wanted to hit diamond in 30 days. So that was my goal. I set my standard high, and I knew it sounded crazy, but I was gonna somehow do it. So initially I started, reaching out to 3 to 5 people a day through invites. I started friend requesting new people, so friends of friends, and just kind of kept going on. I've friended now, I think, over 500 people since I started. And when I realized, I was having coaches join me and customers, but it wasn't like, I knew if I wanted to hit in 30 days, I needed to do more. So I started reaching out to literally like 15 to 20 people a day with invites and follow-ups. And I don't know if it was just good timing or what, but I had a lot of people reaching out saying they want to join. I was posting pictures, of myself working out and just being healthy and in shape, and people would reach out to me before I even, said anything to them. For my challenge groups, I would create, an event page and did the max, like 500 people I would invite. And even if they weren't interested, didn't, click interested, I would reach out to a lot of the people that I invited. And I promote discount coaches like right away. I do have customers, but I say, it's the same price to start up. You can try it. And if you don't want to continue, I have a list of people that are in mind at whatever time when they're, due to cancel. So they don't have that coach fee if they don't want to continue. I've only had one person actually cancel after 1 month. Everyone else I have either is discount coaches or they're now active coaches. So that's huge, as I promote it right away. I say, okay, you want a challenge pack? That's great. I can sign you up as a discount member. That way, you can get your Shakeology and any future orders at the 25% discount. So that was like a huge thing for me. In my challenge groups, I also let people join who haven't purchased anything, either for whatever reason, usually financially. I had a girl, she was like, I'm doing my own fitness journey, like I'm good, but I'll join just for the free recipes. And I was like, okay, that's fine. And then she saw my post about the shakes and the workout. She goes, okay, what is this? I need this right now. So she's actually one of my active coaches just from having her in a group for free. I'm trying to think what else. I would say definitely promoting the discount coach has been like the main thing, and then just upping how many people I'm reaching out to. And at first, like when I'd hear no's, I was discouraged. And I read this, who was it by? It was like the 10 times, I forget who it's by, but I just read a thing on like hearing no, like use that as, when you hear no, you can just, don't take it personally. Like it's no for whatever is going on in their life. Like don't take it personally, just keep going on. And I just push even harder to reach out to other people. Let's see. Let me think. Hi.
You done?
No.
What's up?
No, I'm on a video. John. Jesus. shower. He's coming out of the shower. I'm like, you can't come in here. Yeah, I would say, excuse me, just friending new people and just not being afraid to reach out to anyone and just, tell them like how it's changed your life. Because I've lost 8 pounds and I'm like more toned than I've ever been, which I'm so excited for. And just sharing like the success of my ladies and my challenge groups with other people. That's been like a huge thing because like, oh, you had a girl lose 12 pounds in 3 weeks. How do I do that? So I'm going to think. Yeah, I don't think there's any other tips that I've been doing. I mean, it's every day. I reach out to people every single day. I know right now it's kind of crazy for me because I'm getting married in a week, but I just find time, even if it's like 15 minutes, like I carpool on the way to work, I'll be like over there like messaging people, but I make sure that I reach out to at least, on my slow days, at least 5 people a day. So it's constant. And also, like, when I started out, I made my fiance emerald. So that was, like, an easy one for me just to build, to get closer. And I'm going to be building him to diamond once I'm a little bit more set with my own diamond. And I always, like, recommend that for my active coaches who are, like, right out of the gate. I say, having your spouse or your mom or somebody to sign up with, make sure you do that initially. That way you can benefit from that account starting out as well. Yeah. Do you guys have any questions?
I have a couple, if you don't mind. I did the same thing you did. Like I signed my story away, and I got him the emerald, and then I left all of my emeralds on that same side. I actually went and signed my mom on my other side and got the emerald. So that's how I signed my But do you have any tips for how to start your coaches off?
A new coach pack, so like a fun headband and different samples of Shakeology for them to give their potential customers, which I found my coach did that for me. So before I had my challenge pack, was having people try the samples. So even though yes, you pay for your own Shakeology, so I'm getting, and I found ones I did do that with are more successful. I don't know if it's a coincidence or what, but I definitely give them kind of like a starter, like here's some samples, here's my favorite recipes, here's some headbands which they can use for prizes for their own challenge groups. I know, like I always say, because some people are really intimidated by doing their own challenge groups. So I said I will always get a feel for how to run your own, and I would have them join to see how I do mine, before they start as well.
Okay, my other question, if you don't mind, you have a certain way that you invite?
I do. So I invite for potential customers and for potential coaches. And lately, because I just want to build myself to a stronger diamond, I've been pushing the coach part more because I have my customers that are consistent with me and keep going. So lately I've been pushing more of the coach end. But for customers, I will say hey, so-and-so, I always use their name. I'm going to be doing a challenge group, and I was wondering if you were interested in joining. It's a fun way to what do I say? It's a fun and motivating way to get in shape. And in the beginning of summer, it's for the summer. Or now it's to get in shape for the rest of the summer. Something catchy, and I'll do emojis. I feel like emojis, people are oh, that's cute, let me look at that. And then after I send my little blurb, at the next one, I'll say, what do you think? So I always end with a question, because I feel if you just say a full thing, people are less likely to respond, but if they see a question and they're like, okay, it kind of prompts them to say something, even if it's like, no, not right now, or, you know, something. And then for coaches, I'll go into their page and I'll see, like, you know, if they posted something inspirational. I actually had a girl yesterday, she was like posting, I reached out to her like a month and a half ago, and she's like, no, like, I really don't think it's something I can do. And then I saw a video of her doing like this exercise. I go, girl, what are you doing? I go, that is coach material. She's like, really? I go, yes. So I was actually talking to her earlier today. And, you know, so usually I say like, oh, you have like inspirational posts, or I love your fitness posts. Have you ever thought about being a fitness coach? And a lot of times people are like, no, I never have. Like, what does it entail? And then, you know, then I kind of say, you know, you create a challenge group, you help motivate others to get in shape while getting in shape yourself. Because a lot of times, you know, people are like, well, I'm not in shape. Like, how can I be a coach? And I'm like, well, you know, like, you can be on your own fitness journey and help others at the same time. You don't have to be like perfect to be a coach. So that's kind of how I approach that.
Very cool. Thank you.
I don't know if it was already asked because I kind of had a little delay with my phone when I walked away. What's like your typical power hour look like? Was that asked?
No, it wasn't.
Okay.
So like right now, I don't really have a power hour because I'm like so busy with things. Like I said, I'll, you know, on my commute to work when I'm carpooling, I'll like, you know, message as many people as I can within like the 15, 20 minutes. Or if I'm like on lunch, I'll do it. So mine is kind of, unfortunately, it's like 15 minutes kind of scattered throughout the day. And excuse me, it's, I always go through, I mean, I need to get better at my follow-ups because I looked back a few days when I realized there was a few people that I kind of left hanging and they were like interested. But I actually have a girl signing up tonight, which is very exciting. I always do all my follow-ups. I try to make sure that I'm not leaving anyone hanging. And then new people, like I said, I try to reach out to 5 new people a day and then do any follow-ups. I'll kind of scroll through the past few days if I've gotten lax with anyone. And making sure that I'm following up with my current customers too, to make sure that they still feel like they're engaged with me, not only in the challenge group, but need like a one-on-one. Yeah.
And then I do have another.
Okay, go ahead.
Your goal is to be 2-star diamond by the end of this year, right?
Correct.
So what is your, what's your game plan to help your coaches get to diamond themselves?
Okay, so I have 2 girls that I know can definitely hit diamond. And both are in my team cup. So August is like a big push to get like everyone excited. Like we have to do this together so we can get prizes. Are you guys doing August cup? So, you know, just getting everyone this month, August, pushing. I have a girl, her Instagram page is awesome. I was actually like, wait, let me see that. Hers is like a very good, it's a very engaging, she gets a lot of followers. So I'm going to, I know she's kind of discouraged right now, and I'm going to tell her just keep pushing and inviting people because, you know, eventually you'll get those people coming back and responding to you. And my other girl, she's moving right now, which is like into a different state. So she's kind of putting coaching on the back burner. But when she gets going, she's she's kind of like myself, like she'll like message a ton of, like she's like 10 people a day kind of thing. So I think once she's done with the move, she'll be all set. I don't have like how you guys do the Zoom chats. I haven't done that yet, but I think that I definitely need to. This is awesome. So I think this will be a great way to keep everyone like as a team, you know, they feel like more of like a family type. So then I can, you know, encourage and keep motivating because it's more powerful than, you know, texting. And so definitely I'll use this idea.
It is nice. Like, although we have a tendency, if we don't have like a super strict agenda, we just like kind of shoot the shit for an hour. But it's good for bonding.
Yeah, no, definitely. I really like this. I only did it once because I was talking to my coach Samantha. I had like a ton of questions about like the genealogy and stuff, because when I started it just like blew my mind. I'm like, I don't understand this. That was the only time I used the Zoom chat.
Yeah, that's tough. Do you do GSRs then with your new coaches?
What is that?
I'm sorry, do you do a call to get them started? We call them GSRs, getting started right.
I actually meet with them if they're like in the area. So my one coach, I like met with her and I went over everything. I like had my web page set up. I had my challenge group set up, and I just kind of went through everything with her in person. So, I mean, this would definitely be much easier if I did it like this. I am meeting a potential coach tomorrow evening just to go over everything. So I think he's a little skeptical. It'll be my first guy. Do you guys have males on your teams?
There's a few. Yeah, there's a few, but I don't feel like any of them are super active within the team. Probably because they're a little outnumbered, but
I actually haven't reached out to any guys until a week ago, and of like the 5 I reached out to, 2 are interested in coaching. So I was like, all right, I'll start, reaching out to, I guess, guys. So
when you did reach out to them, to the men, what did you like? How did you approach it?
Okay, so I was kind of scared. I like made sure they had like a significant other, so they weren't like, oh, what's this, They both have like their fiance or girlfriend or whatever in their picture. So and I knew that this is solely what this is. I'm sorry, what did you ask again?
How did you approach like messaging them, like asking them if they were interested and things like that?
Okay. It was like they both had fitness pages, and so one has a fitness page, and I said, like your fitness posts are very inspirational. I said, have you ever thought about being a fitness coach? And he was like, no, like I kind of just do this for fun. And then I explained what I do, and he's like, oh, really? Like that's pretty cool. And the other one, he doesn't have a fitness page. He's active, like his posts are about like playing basketball, and he is actually a car salesman. So I was like, oh, like you already have down like that part of it. So he's the one that I'm actually meeting tomorrow to talk about, because he's like I need to see it concrete, and like I totally understand. So yeah.
That's awesome. I have one
adorable, by the way.
I didn't catch that.
Oh, I said her daughter is adorable, by the way.
Isn't she? She's beautiful.
Thank you. She's just usually asleep by now, and he's usually in bed too, but my husband got called out to work just like right before, like 30 minutes before this call, and I was like, well, she's crying. She had her 6-month shots today, and he's awake still, and I'm like, well, whatever. He can stay up a little longer, but she's struggling to go to sleep tonight, so whatever. Mom life. April, did you have questions that you want to ask?
I do have one, like, how do you keep everything organized? Just like pen and paper, or do you do it like on the computer? I feel like I just struggle with some organization stuff.
Yeah, I have, I kind of do like in the notes section of my phone, so that way if I'm on the go, I have like my like immediate things that I need to be doing. And then I prefer pen and paper, honestly. So I have like my cute notebooks that have like an inspirational, like, thing on each page. And that's why I have like my list of people that I have spoken to, when I'm going to follow up with them again. I mean, I don't do that with everyone because I do reach out to a lot of people, but I've been trying to like get back on that. I do have like a list of like a lot of people, but it has like follow up with in, September or whatever, based on whatever they told me. Yeah, like I have only a few that have said no, like they were just completely, put off and uninterested. It's usually like, no, I can't do it right now for whatever is going on. But yeah, I do have pen and paper lists that I have like people I need to follow up with. I have like my little set phrases that I say to people in my phone so I can just copy and plug it into like my Facebook message. That seems to be really helpful. Like, I don't know if you guys have like the presets, but one for challenge packs I have is like really good. I can like send it to you guys if you want, but it says like in the challenge pack, you'll get the full DVD set, a daily workout schedule, meal plan, recipes, grocery list, blah, 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 and it goes on. And then I don't say anything about price. And then, you know, if they say like, oh, that's great, how much? And I'll say all of the above comes to, you know, this month a lot of $140. And I'll say Shakeology alone is $140 after shipping. So it's such an amazing price for an effective program. What do you think? And that was just something that, I don't know if you guys have that too, but Sam posted that in, like in our little, what do you call them, like preset things that we can say to people. But yeah, I have those in like my notes section on my phone.
I feel like there was another question I wanted to ask you, and I wish I wrote it down, but mommy brain kicked in, and now I don't remember. But I love everything that you've said so far. So.
And you guys use like the sponsorship drill down, right?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. Like that for me is like, you know, today's Wednesday. I go through that to make sure that my coaches are all active. I mean, I do that before today, but, you know, I use that a lot to make sure that someone's not going inactive. Like last minute, like I had a girl go inactive just because she lost her debit card and canceled it. And I was like, wait, why is she canceling? Like, you know, I had no idea. And I talked to her. She's like, oh, like I need a new card. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
So just, yeah.
We did use it for recognition too for our top producers of the previous week. So definitely
right.
Go checking.
Awesome.
Any other questions or anything?
No, I found this super helpful though. So I'm really, really glad that you came on.
Yeah, thank you guys for having me.
And I think
I love the idea
of others too.
And what'd you say?
I'm saying it was going to help the others that
I was just going to say I love the idea of putting your scripts and your notes on your phone because I feel like I spend so much time typing the same thing that I've typed 1,000 times, and I'm always thinking to myself, I need to do this. Like, I need to just copy and paste this.
Right, yeah.
But I never do, so I got to do that. I got to get on that.
I write in my notes. Scripts, that's what I was thinking of, yeah.
We knew what you meant.
Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. It was nice chatting with you, ladies.
Yeah.
Yes, that's awesome. And good luck on your wedding.
Thank you. What did you say, Court?
Thank you.
All right, I'm going to stop recording.